Okay, I'm making a recording for this FusionDock Max 1. Everybody makes a recording. It tells you how this thing works and how many monitors you can hook to it and all that good stuff. But nobody actually shows you connected to everything. So I thought I'd make a little video of how it works. This thing is fantastic. I've had it for 3 or 4 months now, and I've used it quite a bit on different deals, but I just wanted to show you my setup right here. I have it all set up with some capture cards and set up. I'm using OBS. OBS is streaming start or streaming or recording start free program that works with these things. But the FusionDock is directly tied to my M3 Mac Pro. It's a beautiful computer. I do have another dock tied in with this one too. I have a couple extra hard drives and my Stream Deck, which is pretty nice too for my setup. But everything else is hooked up so to the Avanti Fusion. This dock is just fantastic. But anyways, here's what it is. So I have basically 5 cameras hooked up. Camera 1 is a 1D. It's a 5D Mark III, and it's tied to the capture card and goes right into the USB-C port of the Avanti. And then camera 2 is over here. This is a M50 mirrorless camera. This is tied directly to a cam link directly to the USB port of the Avanti. So that works good. And then I have another camera here. It's tied to another 4KX capture card, which is tied directly to the Avanti, and 2 more capture cards. So there's actually 6 capture cards, 6 cameras tied to this whole setup, and it works really, really good. So here's another one here. This is another camera. So I have basically lots of cameras. I have 2 HDMI monitors tied to it. They're hooked up HDMI directly to this, and of course the Avanti's tied in with a double cable, a double USB-C port, which is ties right to the side of the computer. It's a double port, which is tied right there. The M3 Mac Pro is also being charged by the Avanti. So this thing just does a job. It charges my Mac. It has my audio speakers. It has 6 cameras hooked up, including the camera that's on the 7 cameras actually. If you use the Mac camera, it has microphone speakers hooked up, and also the USB dock. This is the gobble, whatever you call them, for my headset with a microphone on it, and that thing works great too. So everything is just fantastically hooked up to this thing. I could never do this, never have all this stuff hooked up all at the same time, working at the same time, and connected at the same time without this dock. This thing is just the bomb. I would suggest anybody that has an M1, M2, or M3, or M4 now Mac, this thing is just great. You can just has so many ports. I'm sure everybody's been looking at this thing, and I just think this company just does a fantastic job. I mean, here you can see everything's hooked up, everything's working, everything's tied in. The cables are a little long because I usually stretch this out into a green screen room. So I just wanted to get it all together in one spot to see. I even have some lights tied in, that's running off of this dock too. It's tied in over here. It's also running to the USB port that's running this thing. So this FusionDock Max 1 is the bomb. You guys can't get another dock that's that good. I wish I had another one. I wish I could try the other available docks that they have for the Mac now, because I have a couple other Macs too. So here it is. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel and let you guys see it. But this is a living actual proof that this dock is, almost all the ports are full. I didn't use the USB, the headset, but I used just about every single port that's available on this, and it's running good. It's not even warm. It's a little. You can feel it. There's heat in it, but the heat sinks on the side to keep it nice and cool. So everything is. I mean, just to have this thing going, running this whole setup, it's just unbelievable. I mean, all my cameras are working, switching around. It's just great. I mean, you can't go wrong. This thing is just the best. Okay, so anyways, that's my setup. Tell me what you think about this. Let me know how you feel.